I'm Lesley Ormsby and I'm a psychic medium. I live in New Zealand. I don't just live in New Zealand, I'm from New Zealand, so which means I'm a Māori, and I say New Zealand Māori, but my ancestry also goes back to Ireland, and which goes right back to the Vikings. However, I like to do things, naturally and intuitively, so this is with my psychic work and my mediumship. And I'm just going to go back to the Māori side. I tap into most things Māori, of course, and blend it all into my European side. So there'll be a blend of that in my work. Now, the readings that I'll be doing, that Spirit have drawn me to do with astrologically, using this astrological signs to do forecast readings for the future, basically. So this video is all about the following month, which is going to be September 2018, and I'm going to be using my angel cards and or my normal playing cards, but mostly it's not just about the cards, it's about my intuitive side coming in. When I click into the angels, they could be giving guidance. I click into the ascended masters, it could be the otherworldly energies like Cryon, for instance, and the Pleaidians that might come through. So they're playing a big role in the work that I do, and also me as a human being and helping me to evolve. So my work is about helping you to evolve in whatever way that you need to evolve for you. It's everybody's got a personal journey, so which has drawn me to the astrological side to be using as a guide. So you might hear me use references to do from my Māori side as well, and I'll explain that if it does come up. So yeah, and so anyway, let's get on with it and see what's ahead of you for next month, September 2018. Okay, hi Sagittarius. So we are doing a forecast for Sagittarius, September 2018. Now, where are we going? There's a lot of mystery this month, coming into this month, and a lot of fun is the feeling I'm getting with Spirit at the moment. Now, I work a lot with the Pleaidians and the galactic sort of federation type energies. So and they've come in for me for this one, and I would say the Pleaidians first, and their energy is very high energy at the moment, but it's light, and it's what they're bringing in, because there's a lot of yous that are out there that have clicked into this energy of denseness rather than seeing it as light, and the others are there's some of that look right up there that kind of maybe need to bring themselves down a bit. So once again, it's about finding that balance. Okay, so there's for those of you that are up the high energy, it's just in a way explore it, go for it. And there's a lot of what do I want to say? That's just saying, it's all about going with that flow, and it's about going. Because, when the energy changes, when we're working with these energies, there's a lot of new things that come in. So basically what we're having to do is undo the learning that we've already learned in some ways, but not everything. So what we have learned in from in this time and, in the past is all valid, but it's got us to a point where, we're needing to ascend from that. Okay, so that's taking us into into this higher vibrational energy, because things are very different. Okay, so and for those of you that are not quite into it, that's this stage in your knowing and when you're being, that's all good. The energy is there's still movement for you. Okay, so and it's just finding that balance for whatever stage you are with your knowing and your belief, with these otherworldly energies. There's also the archangels that are coming through, and I'm in particular getting Archangel Michael coming through at the moment, because there's a lot of there's some new things for some of you with career wise. that are coming through, that you're needing, some of you are needing a little bit of courage to step up and step out. And it's like cutting, they're talking about cutting some psychic connections to things that no longer serve you any purpose for your highest good. So it's kind of, so you can move through and move forward into this next month. So this month is kind of like where, while things have been like all over the place and maybe a little bit higgledy-piggledy for some of you, with work-wise, it's like, I'm talking about more work. So those of you that are in employed work, there's been a lot of that sort of thing going on. So they're just saying to, you know, just for some of you, for a lot of you, it's just about staying where you are until you figure out the next step, which has like been a little bit of a puzzle. But, you know, then they're just saying to also to take the emotional side out of it, because, you know, there's something that's in there. What are they going to? You know, like it's something in there for you to discover about yourself. Okay, so, you know, so like some people might be, you know like peeving you off. I was going to say pissing you off, and in there, and it's like, okay, but what is it about that person that's pissing you off? Okay, so it's about looking a little bit deeper in there. So sometimes those people will reflect stuff that shows up in ourselves, so we need to look at. So there's some, you know, reflection and not deflection going on there with you in this last month that's clearing its way, and you're going to take it into next month. So next month you'll start to clear a lot of that, or most of that, and start to move into, you know, a bouncier, a higher energy sort of thing, where you'll start to feel those ones that are feeling the higher energy, and, you know, and more able to roll with it. Okay, so where are they going there? Okay, so I'm going to the unicorn cards because I'm wanting to focus on, for some reason, career and work at the moment. Okay, and I'm just talking about, you know, there's, you know, and the other reason is like, you like the, who did I just work with now before? Scorpio has got there's some stuff about releasing stuff. Okay. So you can get going into, okay, there's like that card there. Okay, so happy thoughts. Okay, so keeping some happy thoughts about yourself, okay, and about where you're going. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that's going on that's, you know, because you people are helpers. You like to help other people, sort their stuff out. But then it's like, okay, sort your own shit out too at the same time. Okay, so keep happy thoughts about that and this. So it's kind of like, but watch, you know, your energy levels, because I'm just feeling a little bit depleted. And energy is in how much love energy you give out, because I'm feeling a little bit depleted in there. So, you know, when you go next month, is gonna, like, your energy will start to lift, and you'll start to feel like you can just like that's their stuff, you know, for it, and move on for them as well as for you. So that's why I say it's all about that letting go stuff. So, and then they're just moving that into relationships, like love relationships as well. So there's some of that for you that are in a relationship with somebody. It's like that sort of same sort of theme applies. So you can walk a horse you can take a horse to water, walk a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. Okay, so they're just saying, you know, there's sometimes we have to let go of people, and sometimes we have to, you know, let go of thoughts and feelings about certain issues, okay, for something or someone to come back to us. So in that way, you know, for relationships. So it's, while, you know, and some people are just not good for us. So it's kind of like, if you find yourself in that relationship, or in that friendship relationship, I'm feeling more friendship. It's kind of because for some of you, the relationship is in a love relationship has turned into more of a friendship. So it's while I do love you, I've kind of like fallen out of love with you. So I'm not in love with you. So some of you are going to have to like cut it next month, because it's, you know that it's a good thing, because in some ways, you know, especially, well, actually in all ways, they're saying, for some of you, you'll see it in some ways, but you'll find that later on in time, it'll actually be the best thing you ever did for both of yous, as well as for, you know, everybody else, and the children, everything. So you'll end up being able to be happier and find someone else in time that will be better suited for you. And that's for you and your partner. So whatever star sign they are, okay? But as this is all about you, we'll just focus on you. So, and for those of you who have got, that are looking for love, I just feel like there are options out there or thoughts out there, but it's just like, for some of you, you're going to have to cut that, that pyramid, that triangle, but there's like, and like there's a crossroads there. You're going to have to cut that too, and start afresh, because you've got your head in the way. So, and sometimes when we have our head in the way, and we have like a target mind where we want to go, and with a person or different people, it's kind of like, or a love interest. It's like, just cut that out and let that process come to you rather than trying to chase it, okay? So they're just saying, let the flow, let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Because sometimes when we hold on to things for too tightly, it's maybe not quite what we're meant to be going or who we're meant to have in our life. It's quite obvious sometimes for some of us. Okay, so it's just like, you know what? Once again, let them go, so you can let the best possible person come into your life that will, bring the best out of you and not the worst. And that you'll not have to fill their cup. Because you can fill your own cup, but they'll be there. So just them being there will actually help you fill your cup as well. So anyway, and on that, I'm getting definitely, yes, there is someone there for you, okay? You just have to go with the flow, okay? So anyway, I just want to this is my healing wand. It looks a bit rude, I know. Some people have said it's like, what the hell, Lesley? So anyway, but it's not. It is labradorite, and it has got fluorite on the end. So what I would suggest is get some labradorite in and around you, and some fluorite. Fluorite? I was going to say fluoride. It's not toothpaste, no. It's fluorite. So, sorry, I get a little bit blonde every now and then. It's not indicative of my hair colour that I've got, so we'll just go with that. And my camera crew is just having a little bit of a giggle there. So, just let it rip. So, anyway, so definitely, yes, there is someone that's coming into your life. And definitely, yes, there is movement in the work that you're doing. So, I feel like there's some contracts. They're just bringing through contracts, and that will start to come to light, okay? So they're just bringing that into view for me now. It's like into view. So it's not like just into view, like coming to you so you can see it. It's more like there's an interview for you to attend as well. So just go for it, and once again, don't overthink things. Just go like ready to go. Have your little plan or your big plan. There's a little plan. Okay, yeah, they're showing me a little plan, a medium plan, and your big plan. So I kind of feel like for you is to have all those ready to roll. So these people that you're going to meet will be able to see like the foundation, the middle, and the big plan, like quite clearly, okay, as well. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm just hearing court issues as well. So they're bringing that in as well. So there's something to do with legal issues. So there are some papers that need to be signed, and also about found that will come to fruition. So just know that there is that Spirit have got that all taken care of for you. And I just want to draw this one. Okay, so the Eight of Hearts. So I'm getting like a female energy that's coming through with that one, and she's sending lots and lots of love. So there's also, around all those issues, okay? So I want to go to like an older energy, but she's sending lots of love. And the number 8, once again, that process is nearly coming to an end when you look at it from 1 to 10. Okay, so the number 8 for me is that process is nearly there, okay? And there's been a lot of love energy that's around you. So just know, those of you that have got this sort of legal processing, and also these interviews and contracts coming up that you've put out there, been out there for a little while, things are starting to come to an end, okay? So just embrace, keep having these happy thoughts, because it's been a long time coming. So keep having those happy thoughts, and trust your instinct, and just trust that amazing feeling. I know sometimes it's too good to be true, that, everything is panning out how it's meant to be. So, and this person that's come into your life is like, you know, it's just going to be whammo. Or that's coming into your life next month is just going to be whammo. It's like, yay, finally, believe it. Okay? It's not believe it or not. It's just believe it. Okay? That this person is actually here. I'm feeling really excited now. They're just bringing this really, you know, it's like definitely yes. So you can use your scribe or your pendulum or whatever you like to call it. It's definitely yes, because I'm just getting my sage, you know, my smudger wand thingy. They just cleared the way. So you've done a lot of work, and, you know, this comes back to that on the love life side of things. You've done a lot of work in preparing yourself to be ready for that person to come in. So just, yeah, believe when they come in, okay? And don't push them away. Bloody hell. Because I don't feel like this is somebody that you would necessarily go for as well. So it's kind of like, you know, they're just look underneath. Look in, you know, not just let things come out. Because, you know, sometimes we tend to want to hide things about ourselves. Well, not really, but, you know, we don't want to let everything out. Bloody hell. Can't show them everything, all our cards, you know. So, and this person's going to be like that with you as well. So I feel like astrologically they'll be, you know, the perfect match. So there are some out there that, you know, are, you know, okay, but, you know, this one will be the perfect match for you. So just go for it and relax and enjoy what you've put out for, because you asked for it and here they are coming. Like the work, you asked for it and here it's coming. So next month you will definitely see some movement in that where you can start to make some more plans, okay? Sew it all up, is what they're saying. Okay. Anyway, love and light. That's all I have for you for this month, and we'll see you again next month. God bless you. Okay, so that's it for us today. That's all I've got for you today. So thank you for watching my video today. Please like, share and subscribe to my video channel. If you would like to receive a reading or a healing message from me, you can contact me on my Facebook page, which is In the Grace of Spirit, or email me at inthegraceofspirit@gmail.com. You can receive a reading or a healing from me via, Skype, video message or call, it's up to you, or email. So if you would like to receive one, you can contact me through there, and yeah, we'll see you again next time. Also, my details for to make contact with me are in the box below. So yeah, you can catch me through there. Catch you again soon.